Welcome to Hana.B Superfood, and today is our second day sharing goodness to everyone. We love to share healthier recipes to all of you because a lot of you is asking us whether we can share more recipes, and especially for Hana.B, we like to share how good is our premium seabird nest. Don't forget, ask your friends to join in and say hello to us because we would like to give you free giveaway. Okay, the more the merrier. And now we are going for a big sale for 7/7. You can grab this in Shopee and Lazada as well, but now we are doing great sale. You buy 2 canisters, any size, which is the family size, and this is the trial pack, 28 ringgit and 18 ringgit. You buy 2 canisters, the third one is just 7 ringgit. Wow, 7 ringgit, because we are doing 7/7 sales now, so grab yours fast because it's a limited stock. It is available in Shopee and you can contact us to purchase. Okay, before I continue, today is very special. In fact, we would like to share a lot of nice food to all of you. Nice, yummy and healthy. So it's so good because every time when we do live from yesterday onwards to next week, every day we will be sharing boiling soup for your health, which is extraordinary kind of soup. Okay, today we are going to share papaya, apple and fish head soup. Okay, this might sound a little bit extraordinary because most of the time people drink papaya during their confinement, okay, during the confinement. But however, okay, if a postnatal mommy can drink it, I think when normal people like us will feel even like better, it's more healthier. So why we use papaya? Because papaya has a lot of health benefits, and same goes to apple, okay. Both of these actually relieves dryness of our body. So in Chinese, we believe that our body we need to nourish with with a lot of yin and yang. But I think for this soup, right, it's very suitable if you want to balance back your yin. Okay, so and for me, right, for my family, I love to boil soup for my family, and mostly every day if possible. And for my kids, when they have their lunch or dinner, definitely there will be a bowl of soup. For me, I love soup. So Hana.B would like to share all these great recipes to you guys. Okay, this one is a very simple soup ingredient. Okay. Oh, by the way, I would like to show you the broth that we have made yesterday. If you follow us yesterday, this is the result of our broth. It's very nice, quite thick as well. So if you freeze it in the freezer or even in the fridge, it will be thickened up a little bit. But this is very potent. It's because when you cook any dishes, right, this one will turn thicker and you do not have to prepare any gravy, or you don't have to put any cornstarch anymore. So you see, right, it's so good. All the nutrients is inside this broth. Okay, so usually I will just put it in this small mug because I actually have a big pot. Okay, can you get me the broth inside? I already pack it in the small pack. So if I can't finish within 3 days, I will definitely put it in the freezer. I put all the packs in the freezer so that when I want to consume it, I just take out from the freezer pack by pack. So this one is I can use for 3-4 days, about almost a full mug. I can use for 3-4 days for my cooking, lunch and dinner. Okay, now hold on for a while. Okay, just to show you guys, this is the pack. I bought this in IKEA. This is the size that I use for 3 to 4 days, sometimes 5 days if I'm not really cooking. But due to EMCO, every day I'm cooking. So this one I'm packing it like that. Okay. After 5 days, you can put it in the freezer already. Ta-da! Okay. At the same time, Hana.B would like to show you, apart from the soup that we are doing, we'll be sharing with you what are we using to cook using our broth. because just to give you some ideas and how to make your dishes interesting. And you know, when EMCU, you also don't know what are you going to cook, right? So it's important to do something simple, yummy and healthy as well. Okay, now we will start to share the ingredients of the soup. Okay, we have one medium-sized papaya. You have to buy the unripe one, because if you buy the ripe one, it's not, when you boil it's going to be very mushy. So this is the unripe one, the raw one is green color. So this is actually very good when you boil it. Okay, by the time you boil about 2 to 2.5 hours, it's just nice, the texture. And sometimes it is still very sweet if the papaya is in good condition. Okay, we have about 500 gram, almost 500 to 800 gram of pork or meat. Okay, you can also use other meat if you want to, like chicken carcass or chicken feet. But if you're vegetarian, you can omit this. You don't have to use this because it's okay. You just have to use the papaya. You just have to use the apple. I have 2 apples here. That's all. And another secret ingredient that I'm showing you is the fish head. So this is freshly bought in the market today. It's a grouper. It's the one. This is actually not very meaty. I'm trying to use the bones instead. A little bit of meat. Okay, not so meaty. The meaty ones I keep it for curry fish head. So sometimes, right, it's a bit sayang when you bought a whole fish, right? You just, I don't know what to do with a fish head, you know. Either you do curry fish head, you know, that's the only thing that you can do, or maybe hong su yu tao, you know, that's all. But what about the rest, which is not very meaty? So I think about, hey, maybe I can do this, something which is different, which is boiling the soup. You don't have to waste and throw, or even do other things for the head. Okay, what I do is I just want to expel all the pungent, the scent of the fish, right? When I actually fried this, I use a little bit of ginger to expel the scent of the fish, okay? And let it cool down a bit. This is the outcome, okay? This is about half of the head, or 400 to 500 gram of the fish head. Okay, so the little things that Chinese love are when they boil the soup, okay? You don't see it's little, but it's very good for your health. Okay, the sharing here is, I actually put a thumb of ginger inside the soup to actually expel the scent of the fish head. However, it's not very strong. If your fish head is fresh, you don't have to worry about that, okay? I also put hong zhou, red dates, okay? Basically, if you always boil Chinese soup, right, you always find the same thing over and over again. The only thing added is just like 1-2 items inside, but this is very good for red dates to replenish your blood, okay, to give you more energy. I have the Geiji, you know, this is the one. If you're not sure or you never really tried Chinese soup before, you can always go to the herbal medicine shop to ask, you know, what is the ingredients. But don't worry, throughout the life that I'm sharing, I'll be, you know, giving all the recipes in our Facebook, so stay tuned. And please share all the recipes to your friends. We would love to share all the goodness to your friends as well. We have this fig fruits, okay, it's I put 2 pieces, and fuzhou, okay, and the last thing that I'm putting is the almond, king of almond, okay. King of almond is good for people who actually likes to sometimes irritation of the throat, right? It can reduce the itchiness. It's very good. Basically, all the things that they are putting in the soup is good for your body, okay. So you see, right, this is the thing that I'm sharing here. You can see. Oh yeah, Jok. Thanks, Stephanie. Terbalik already. Thanks, Stephanie, for highlighting. Thank you very much. Okay, all these actually put in the soup, okay, and boil. Okay, now I'm going to share with you. Oh, by the way, the bones, right, you have to boil for a while to expel all the fats and impurities, okay. Put it in the cold water and boil it. Once it's done, you wash it a bit, then you can put it in the pot. Okay, so this is already like half of the pot already. You can put about 2000 ml of water inside. So what I do is I just put all the ribs inside. Yeah, it's boiling already, by the way. So we have the fish bones. Okay, this is my favorite soup during my confinement. Okay, I learned this from my confinement confinement lady. She taught me all this, but at the same time now I'm adding more, which is creating more sweetness to your soup. Okay, in Indonesia, right, they don't put papaya, they just put the apple itself. And we've tried before in Indonesia. It's very, very good because, you know, the soup alone for this has a lot of collagen. Okay, has a lot of collagen, a lot of DHA. Is good for your energy, to replenish your body. Oh, not to forget our premium seabird nest. Okay, I'm putting about 20 grams. You don't have to soak it with ice cold water. As I've told you yesterday, okay, don't confuse yourself. All you need is to wash it if you boil it. Okay, you don't have to do so much things and, you know, soak it in ice cold water. If you are eating salad, yes, okay, but if you are boiling it, since it's melting anyway, right, so I just wash it and throw it together in the soup. Okay, this fish is grouper. Okay, you can use any fish. Okay, maybe Stephanie, you have missed the first part. Why I use this fish noodle, this fish head is because when I cook for my curry fish head, right, sometimes I want to find the meaty ones, but not so meaty ones, right? You see a bit like bony lah, a little bit of meat attached, but not so much. I don't want to waste it, so I just use this for my soup. Okay, but people can say, oh, this one can use as your superior broth. I don't think so, because it can create a lot of smell to your very strong scent to your soup. Okay, your superior broth. So we just omit this. Okay, but for this normal drinking, I will just boil this everything together. Put the meat first. It's boiling already. Okay, the papaya is a medium-sized papaya. Must be unripe papaya. Put inside as well. All the ingredients that I've washed. Apples, 2 apples. And lastly, our premium seabird nest, about 20 grams. Okay, how to boil a good pot of soup, okay? Usually when we boil soup, right, we say, oh, 1 hour we can actually take up from the fire, we don't want to boil anymore. But I think practices makes perfect, because when you see the texture of the soup, you can see a bit of brownish, a bit thicker, then it's going to be good. But if it's still very light color, you still have to boil for half an hour, maybe 1 hour, to make it more, the nutrients will be out from the meat, from the vegetable, you know, from all the ingredients that we've put inside. Okay, so okay, it's a very simple sharing for the soup. As I've mentioned, Hana.B will be sharing, every day we'll be sharing different kind of soups to replenish our health and our overall body. So this particular soup is very suitable if you have kids. Okay, my kid loves this, you know, from 8 years old to a year old. They enjoy this very much. Okay, and even for old people like my mom, they love it too, because they say, oh, this one can actually helps our gout, you know, has a lot of collagen because of the premium seabird nest. Okay, so what we need is we just mix it first, all the ingredients, push it inside while waiting for it to boil. To make it a good pot of soup, you can actually boil for about 2 hours. Okay, slow fire. When it's done, you can switch it off and put a little bit of salt. Okay, but for me, I don't eat very salty, my whole family, so we just put like just nice, and we can enjoy it during dinner, and of course we can do it for lunch and dinner as well. Okay, 好料, yes, of course 好料. So Steph, you can try because you have a lot of premium seabird nest, okay, and you can try this for your family. But remember, yeah, because some people actually do not like the taste of the sang, the taste of the fish is very sang when you eat, okay. But as I mentioned, just put a tinge of ginger when you fry it, okay, and brew a tub of ginger inside this pot as well, so that it will cast away the scent of the fish. Okay, now we are done with the soap. Okay, hope everyone love the ingredients and the recipe, because it's a must try, yeah. Okay, now I'm going for very special wrap, okay, which sometimes I feel like I want to reduce my carbo a bit, or I want to have a quick bite for my lunch and I do not have time, okay, whether you are working or not working now. So today we are going to share wraps. It's a Vietnamese wrap, okay. Yesterday we are sharing, we are in Korea yesterday because I shared the Myok summertime. Today I'm going to Vietnam to share with you guys about healthy wraps, okay. So this is, I cut half of the carbo here because instead of using noodles, or sometimes they say, oh, we want to have lesser carbo, you can use the dong fan, okay, the sohun noodle. But for me, I will convert into using premium seabird nest to do this wrap, okay. The ingredients is quite simple. Before that, I must soak this for 15 minutes first. I use 10 grams of premium seabird nest, okay, to soak in the ice and cold water. Like I mentioned, if you want to eat it like salad or as appetizer, always remember to soak the premium seabird nest with ice water, ice cold water. Some ice and some cold water is very important because the texture when it comes up will be very, very good. Okay, if you want to boil, it's okay, just chuck everything inside. Okay, what ingredients we have is, we have this, the vegetable, okay. You don't buy the big one, buy the smaller one. This is just nice to do the wrapping, okay. We have the basil leaves that I got it from my backyard, okay. Quite small, but it's organic, so it's okay. We have cucumber cut into this size, long and thin, so that it's easier for you to wrap. The rule of wrapping this is make sure everything is flat and not so thick, especially if you're a beginner, okay. You don't be so greedy and wrap everything, you know, a lot of ingredients, and when you roll everything pecah. So when you are learning, okay, it's okay to wrap it like a small, you mix a little bit here and there, so that it's actually, you can control the wrapping better. Okay, we have the peanut. This is all for the sauces. Later I'm going to share the sauces. We have the chicken shredded meat, and we have prawn cut into half. Okay, it's very individual for me. I love to cut into half is because it's easier for me to wrap later. Okay, everything must be small, nice one, so that when you wrap it's nice, yeah. Okay, we have the spring onion, and also the tips to finding spring onion. This is actually too thick. Okay, you will find a smaller one like this is just nice. So when you wrap also it's more, it looks nicer, more presentable, especially you want to serve this as an appetizer for your guests or for your family, okay? And today is very special. I'm going to show you some artistic side of the wrapping, okay? We have one fried egg, okay? This is just one piece, you can do a bigger one, but make sure it's thin enough for you to wrap, okay? Later I'm going to show it to you. And I have some edible flowers, okay? Like that. Okay, I'm going to add some colors to my wraps. Okay, this you can get it from Jaya. Basically this flower can be eaten, it's not harmful, okay? You can put it in your baking, for decoration, for any marzipan cake or whatsoever, for icing. Usually they will use this for decoration, but for me today I'm going to show you how to decorate your Vietnamese wrap with these edible flowers. Okay? Yes. Okay. Now I have actually fried this egg, right? I'm gonna cut this into square. All the edges, cut it away. Oops. Okay, if you are doing a lot of wraps, right, you can do a bigger one, but because I'm doing some demo for you guys, okay, I just use one egg will do. Make sure this one is square. So if you have a square pan, then it's even better, yeah. So you see the egg is square, right? So I just cut into 3 parts. So everything is very, very delicate. Your hands must be as light as possible to do this roll. Okay, now, if you ask me, I do not have any special recommendation on the brand that we are using. But however, there's some size for this wrap. They have bigger size. If you're a beginner, you can always use a bigger size. If you are okay, you can use a smaller size, and they have the thickness as well. For me, I will just use a normal thickness. Okay, but for beginners, it's good to use a thicker version. It's because it won't easily break into pieces. So for this, right, there's 2 sides. One is more shiny and one is actually not so shiny. The shiny one will be outside. Okay. Always remember to put a warm water. Okay, there's a lot of method to soak this rice paper. Okay, some will soak everything into the water, but some will just spread. Like me, I use the brush. It's easier to make it more even when it comes to the spreading. So do not use any cloth or even wood. Is not ideal because eventually it will stick everything together. So what I do is I use a plate instead. Okay, do some warm water. Okay, my soup is boiling. Wait, Okay, now I'm going to show you the decoration first for the edible flowers together with the egg. The edible flowers is like that. Okay, it's so colorful, like that. So you can find like orange, yellow and purple together, or even white. Okay. So what I do is I will just spread it with warm water. Make sure everything is even, especially the side of the rice paper, because you make sure everything is balanced up. I love this is because I feel very satisfied eating this and can reduce my carb intake. Okay, I mean, I know rice paper is a bit of carbo, but it's okay because lunch we do not eat very heavy lunch, yeah. Okay, so we have this egg cut. Hi Ivy. Okay, thanks for dropping by. Oh, sorry, we should put the flowers first, yeah. I'm gonna put like 3 flowers here, or 4. And then put the flowers first, and then put the egg. Okay? And then you can put the vegetable just to support the whole thing. If you are vegetarian, you can always opt for seabird nest. Okay, we replace the noodle with premium seabird nest. Okay, it acts like a noodle, but it's not noodle, right? And of course, vegetarian can consume this as well. If you're not, you can always put sao yolk, you know, the pork. Okay, and also you can always put some prawns. You can put crab meat. I like this is because it's very creative. You can do a lot of things. And in fact, if you get your kids to involve into wrapping even better, because they say, oh, I want to put seaweed, I want to put cucumber or carrots or whatsoever. So it's very, very good. Okay, now I'm trying to put some seabird nest here as well. It's already like almost done for my seabird nest. You see? So it's already expanded for 15 minutes. It's already expanded. So I replace this with the noodle. Okay. I put some shredded chicken on top. You see, right? Everything is like little bit here and there. Okay, I don't want to be overflow. Later it's going to be very hard when I wrap it. Like I said, if you're a beginner, try to arrange nicely and not so many ingredients so that you can control the wrapping. Okay, now the wrapping part, yeah, I want to show you. Okay, as always, practice makes perfect. If you haven't tried this before, you can try it and see whether it's you can wrap it or not. Okay. Oops. It's dry up already. I talk too much. Okay, you see it's very, very delicate, so make sure you lift up. Okay, press inside so that everything will be inside. See? And then once you flip already, right, you flip on the right side. It's already sticking to my plate because this one talking already very dry already. Okay, never mind. I'll show you another one. However, this is the usually wrap it is very easy one. It's just that you need a lot of practice. Seriously, this one is like delicate. So both, and then you wrap it like that. You roll, 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 roll. Okay. So if for kids, right, you do not ask them to put spring onion lah, this and that. For kids, right, just a simple wrapping and then just wrap it like that. Okay. Why I put the flour is because there is some pattern and it looks very good to mix with the eggs as well. Okay, so I'll do another one. Okay, without talking because later it will be drying up. This one is like you have to be a little bit fast, but you do not let all this dry up. Okay, if not it's very hard for you to wrap. Okay, the shiny part is behind, in front of you. Okay, I do it again, yeah. So this is a very healthy wrap lah, because as always you can control your ingredients. What you want to put also is to your liking, you know. So it's like popiah, but it's a Vietnamese popiah, right? Okay, sometimes you will be missing the side, so the side is important when you do it. Okay, I'm going to do the egg again with the flowers. Okay, the egg, and then some vegetable, some basil leaves, and some cucumber, and shredded chicken. Okay, see, now it's better. So you wrap one time, then you fold it at the side, left and right. Make sure you hold it tightly and then you just roll it. Okay, I want to show you with the spring onion. Put it here and then put the prawn facing outwards. Okay? Later I'm going to show you the sauce, yeah. This sauce is very good. I mean, even kids love it. I always share this with my kids, you know, because you can have two options. One is not so spicy, or no spicy at all, and another one is spicy for people who likes to eat spicy food. Okay, I'm gonna do another one for you. This one is kids' favorite because I'm gonna wrap this with seaweed. Okay, together with our premium seaweed nest. Okay, you see, then you can drain it. This is a very good appetizer for your friends or family, or even if you want to take this for your tea time, it's good as well. Okay, thank you everyone for dropping by. Okay, we are sharing a lot of recipes starting yesterday until next week, weekdays, 2 p.m. every day, to let people know the goodness of great recipe. Okay, now we are going to use this seaweed. Okay, you don't have to buy the big sheets. Okay, you buy the smaller one so that you do not have to cut. So all you need is 2 pieces of this. Okay, put the vegetable first, and then the seaweed. Okay, some premium seaweed nest on top of it, some chicken, some cucumber, shredded cucumber, and the Thai basil leaves. Okay, now you can start to wrap it. Wrap one roll and flip it at the side, right and left. Okay, put 1 spring onion. Okay, and the prawn facing upwards so that you can see the prawn later, and just roll it. Okay, yeah, but if it is too long, you can always cut this away. Okay, done. Okay, the wrapping part, if you're not sure, again, you can PM us or you can contact our number. Okay, but all this actually very flexible. Okay, doesn't mean you have to put prawn, you can always put other stuff, or if you're a vegetarian, you can put other things as well. Okay, and now I'm going to share you the most important part of this roll is the sauce. Okay, I have 2 types of sauce. Okay, I'm going to prepare the sauce using our premium seaweed nest broth that I've shared yesterday. Okay, this is the one that we have boiled for about 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours. Okay, I'm not going to use the water to boil. I'm going to use this broth to do the sauce. Okay, I'm going to transfer this first. Okay, for the sauce, okay, for a while, we want to share with you the hoisin sauce here. Okay, first off, you have to put garlic and onion. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of onion, okay, put some oil, think I have to, this one can't. Wait for a while, I'm going to use another pot. using this pan so that you guys can see. I'm using this for the sauce. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna put some oil, just like usual when you cook. Okay. 1 tablespoon of garlic and 1 tablespoon of onion. Okay, just put inside. For the sauce, and then to do the hoisin sauce, right, you need 5 tablespoons of the oyster sauce, 5 tablespoons, yeah. Stir it for a while. When it's a bit of brownish, right? All you need to do is to add the stock. Okay, how much stock you are putting is about 175 ml of stock here. But if you think it's too salty, you can reduce to 4 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. Okay, so you just stir it. And to make the thickness of this sauce, right, we have added some red taste to it as well. We add the sweet chili sauce inside 1 tablespoon as well. It's not very spicy. If you say kids can take or not, yes, they can take it. It's not very spicy because I do not put any more chili or whatsoever. But in case you want it more spicy, you can add 1 chili padi later. We have, this one is the last one, vinegar, because it will evaporate. Okay, now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of peanut butter inside the sauce. 1 and 2. Stir it well until it melts. Okay, we use the broth, actually it has a little bit of thickener as well, so you do not have to add any cornstarch or whatsoever already. It's just nice, okay? You kacang until it's melted, everything is melted and it's smooth. Okay, why we put peanut butter is because it makes your dish, your sauce very nice. You have like a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of sour because of the vinegar, and of course it's it blends very well with the roll, yeah, the wraps later. So when it's boiling already, you try to reduce into small fire. You add half teaspoon of sugar. Where's the sugar? So just a little bit, because actually it's a little bit sweet already, so you can add a little bit of sugar. If you do not like sugar, for me sometimes I will convert sugar into honey, so it's more healthy, yeah? Okay? Okay, the last part that we put for this sauce is the vinegar. Okay? Vinegar, you can use apple cider, you can use the white vinegar for this. Just half teaspoon will do, not so sour, just to blend it. So when you enjoy this sauce, right, it's so good. It's like it blends everything, the taste is everything together. It tastes very, very good. I love it. Okay, it's almost done. I'm going to show it to you guys. When it's cold, it's a little bit more thicker. So now, a little bit of not so thick, but it's still thick. You can see the texture. I'm going to share with you the texture later, yeah? There's a sauce. Bigger one. Alright. Okay, this is the brown, it's like brown sauce, right? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna pour it out and let you see, huh? It's hot, so hot. Okay, the last part to enjoy this sauce is, let me taste. Very, very good, very creamy, sour and nice and sweet. Okay, this is the roasted peanut. I'm gonna put on top of this sauce. And if you want some to this sauce, right, you can put some chili padi or chili sauce to mix together. So I put chili padi, new ones, and then I mix it before I serve it together with my Vietnamese roll. Okay, this is done. Another spicy version that I'm going to show you guys is my favorite, because this one is very versatile. You can use for steaming, you can use for any stir fry or salad or karabu. So but for this one, right, in Thailand and even in Vietnam, they love this. It's a very simple, it's called the sweet and sour sauce to dip with this Vietnamese roll. Okay, so you have some chili padi that I cut. Okay, if you like garlic, right, you can have 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, but for me I like 2 teaspoons of garlic. Okay, we need to put some brown sugar. You can opt for honey if you don't like sugar, but you can use sugar. I'm going to use some white sugar here as well. 4 teaspoons of white sugar. You can put lesser if you want. I have some fish sauce. This one is very fast to produce. Is because it's like salad. You just put everything and kacha, that's all. Whereas this one, hoisin sauce just now, you still have to boil it and all. Okay, so we have the fish sauce, 3 tablespoons. And I also use this lime. Okay, this I think is the most important part lah for this sweet and sour garlic fish sauce. This is the one that I bought. I squeeze out all the water, 3 pieces of lime. So what I do is I put 3 tablespoons, yeah. Don't worry, all these small, you know, ingredients, right, I definitely need to share with all of you. Written form in our Facebook. You capture it. You can put more chili padi, but for me, right, this chili padi is very spicy. This one is the fat and short one, so this one, even one will kill your taste bud already. But the normal one, the green one, is better. You can have 2 to 3 pieces of chili padi, okay? But for this one, I just put one will do. It's very, very spicy, okay? But if you can take spicy food, it's alright. Okay. Very, very good. Spicy is the fish sauce is bringing out the sauce very well. When you dip it with your Vietnamese roll, right, it's even better. Okay, now I'm done. We have the roll, okay? We have the hoisin sauce. See, right, when it's already cold, it thickens up a bit. So just now, the 175 ml of superior broth is just nice to make this, okay? It will thicken up the sauce a bit. So people love our superior broth is because when you cook, right, you do not have to put any starch anymore. It will thicken up naturally and make the sauce or even your gravy very smooth and nice, okay? So we have 2 sauces available as well for you to dip. Okay, let me try. Okay, eat this one. This one, when you do already, you have to instantly eat because it will be like sticking together already. So I'm going to use the hoisin sauce. It's very good. It's very fresh, okay, with all the condiments mixed together, and the seabirdness brings the crunchiness of the whole thing. The cucumber, the basil leaves and everything. Really, really, you feel like, wow. And the sauce has infused in the wrap as well. Tastes very good. Okay, so this is one of the activities that you can always do together with your kids, okay, because they love to put, like just like doing pizza, right? They love to do pizza. They chuck everything inside and they explore together with you. For me, right, this one is also the best activity if you're staying with your kids now, you know, nothing to do, and also a lot of things to handle. So this is one way to occupy, you know, with them, you know, like my 8-year-old boy, he loves to explore. So it's not only like killing their time, but also it's a bonding with you and your kids. But for adults, you know, who wants to enjoy food, you know, and loves to explore healthy, yummy food, this is very, very good for you to try. It's healthy, it's nice. And later I'm going to share, after boiling the soup, right, for 3 hours, I'm going to upload the recipes and also what's the outcome of this soup. It's very nice. Every week I am doing this soup for my family because they love this soup. It's very creamy, it's very healthy, and I don't know whether you try soup every day in your life, but for me, right, I feel my body is very I have a lot of energy to cook with a lot of things in my life. With soup, right, it can give you a lot of energy, balancing the yin and yang, as I mentioned, and also, okay, also very simple to do, so that you can juggle with your work and your family. Okay, before I end my session, right, we will be doing the same FB Live tomorrow, 2 p.m. In fact, every day until end of EMCO. Why are we doing that is because it's time for us to share the goodness of recipes, good recipes, healthy recipes to you guys. We'll be launching our noodles soon. Okay, I'm so excited. But of course, you know, a lot of people is texting us, when are we going to launch it? Don't worry, be patient. It's because we have to make sure the quality is there, the packaging is nice, everything loves it, and we have 2 versions. We have the adult version. For adult, it's a collagen noodle, and for the kids, it's a superfood noodle. So comes with seabird nest sauce. It's very healthy. So I'm sure your family and yourself are gonna love it. Okay, as for now, just want to repeat myself. We have 7/7 sales. You can get this in Shopee for buy 2 another third canister for 7 ringgit only. Okay, that's all for today. And if you have any question, please let us know. Or you do not know how to do any recipes, or you're stuck with the premium seabird nest, we would love to connect with you. Because last important thing is our premium seabird nest does not comes with bleaching or no coloring, no preservative. It's all natural and very good for your health. Okay, that's all for today, and stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a big day, 7/7, and also we have one invited guest to join us tomorrow. Okay, have a good day everyone. Stay safe, stay hygiene, and enjoy your family time at home. Bye.